welcome to the Manpower Group Lab here at Vivatech. So there's no denying that companies must utilize innovations in technology to improve the customer experience. But in today's changing world of work, where more employees are looking for a hybrid way of working, tech can also enhance employee experience. Manpower Group set out its Great Realization Challenges, and out of 173 candidates, there were 20 startups who were selected. This week we're hearing from all of them. In today's Startup Challenge number 3, we're going to hear from 3 startups who are using cutting-edge technologies to improve the employee experience. So I'm here with Thomas Chameroy-Prémusic. Hello. You are the Chief Innovation Officer at Manpower Group. Do you have any words for us about why these why these startups are so important for the group?
Yes, and nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Well, first I think, talent is pretty complex and it needs tools, technology and data to be unlocked. So, it's always great for us to be here and showcase what these amazing entrepreneurial startups are doing. As you said, we had a great, very long and extensive list this year. It was very difficult to shortlist these 20. And we tried to cover some of the major challenges that our clients and organizations are trying to deal with. But I think it's important to understand that even the greatest and most impactful companies in the world, many of whom are here, started life as an idea and as a nimble, small entrepreneurial startup. And our goal is to bet on the potential of these ventures, their founders, to really scale up these innovations and help not just our clients, but also our candidates and workers thrive. So it's always excited to be here, and I'm looking forward to the presentations.
All right, thank you, Thomas. So today we will be hearing from Neobrain, MonitorHR, and Pitchy. They're all from France. We have an international jury this year, 13 judges from around the world, including you, Thomas. And they will be putting in their votes ahead of our award ceremony on Friday, tomorrow. So let's learn more about our first startup. We have Paul Courteau from Neobrain. Hello.
Hello.
Let's hear your pitch.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I will stand up.
Yes, please,
okay.
Go ahead.
Much better. Okay, and I'm sure that you are bold to see slides every day, so I don't have any slides, but we will live an experience today. 2 words before we dive into the experience of living the Neobrain's experience on our platform. 2 words of our history. So I'm Paul, I'm the co-founder of Neobrain. I created my first company when I was 16 years old, and back then we were helping young students to find their career path. I had the opportunity, I sold my first company when I was 22, and I created Neobrain based on the simple fact I understood, based on my first company, that jobs were evolving faster and faster. And we understood that when we tried to understand how large companies were trying to adapt to this jobs evolution, we understood that they were living a major issue is that on one hand, they have skills that are disappearing, and on the other hand, they're struggling to find talents on the market. Facing this difficulty, Neobrain helps to meet the internal supply and demand internally. So we work with large companies such as Bosch, Moët & Danone, and others. And right now, Neobrain, so co-founded 4 years ago, we are 120 people working at Neobrain. We will be about 200 at the end of the year. We have users from 50 countries, and I think the best thing to do is to live the experience, so that's better than words, pictures will be better. So if you can launch the video. That's the suspense.
Le vidéo, parce qu'il parle français là derrière.
The video. Okay, perfect. And you have the video right there, not there, but you can turn your back. Okay, so here I'll log in as an employee. I'm logging as Isabelle. So Isabelle will access her talent marketplace. First action is to complete her profile. To do so, she can either import her LinkedIn profile or her resume, and the system will extract and define the 10 most critical skills she developed within her career, with 90% of precision. She will self-assess on her skill level, same thing on her motivation related to each skill, which means that we will provide her a first analysis of her skills ranked by mastery and motivation. In green, these are the skills that Isabelle would like to rely on. Blue, these are the skills she would like to improve. Orange or red, she can be an expert. She doesn't want to mobilize them anymore, which is key. For instance, when we work with Groupe Renault, we increase the internal transversal mobility by 60% after the first 12 months by taking into account the motivation as one key component. And of course, you can ask yourself, is a self-assessment reliable? Of course, it includes bias, so that's why we can include the manager during the assessment process or even standard tests. As soon that Isabel has her skills profile created, we will suggest her next job that are relevant for her current organization. Here we will suggest her a caregiver role. She will try to understand why are we suggesting her this next position for her. She will understand what are the skills she can capitalize on, what are the potential gaps she needs to fulfill. By understanding that, this is key materials to have discussion with her manager, with her HR team, to objectify the internal movement. And as soon as she's ready, we will suggest her next position open internally so that she can apply that into motion. Finally, as a manager or as an HR, as a manager, main use case, I search for a role internally, a person internally, I will select my job, and the system will sort the potential talents internally. And finally, as an HR, we will have suggestion to identify and to answer the simple question, who to develop, on which skill to have the best impact on my company's performance. Here, I will deep dive and understand that my key priorities on my project management direction. Have half of my team to upskill. I will drill down, identify who to develop, on which skill, and with which development materials, trainings, any other development tools needed. Finally, the last KPI we will bring is anticipating the risk of skills loss. We have a demographic event happening. We have a lot of people in Europe especially that are retiring. It means that there is a lot of skills that are getting out of the internal markets. These key knowledge, sometimes when they aren't shared internally, can be, the company can struggle if the skills aren't covered. So anticipating the skills that are at risk of flight is a key component. And finally, because this is the key component, we will help the HR team to maintain their skills and job framework. We know how hard it can be when you're an HR team to define the key skills required for each of your role. This is what we do by analyzing every day 54 million of job offers in 50 countries, which allow us to bring insight to HR and managers to define the skills that will be required in the future. So this is the main element. We already have strong success stories with Manpower Group, and we intend to enlarge it. We just opened our Berlin office 2 weeks ago, and we are at the very beginning of internationalization. We raised 20 million euros 2 months ago to have the money to fuel our ambitions, and we'll be happy to fulfill this adventure with you, Manpower Group. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was Neobrain. And Isabel looked a lot like Sophie Marceau, no? There was
Good
a little
observation.
bit of a
That's a key
resemblance
skill
there.
for the future. Congrats.
All right, thank you. Now we're going to welcome, thank you very much. We're going to welcome Morgane Charton from MonitorHR. Hello. And yes, Morgane is going to speak in French, but in English. Oh, great. So you can just take in English. Okay. You can stand or you can sit, up to you. So just click to the side here. There you go.
Hi everyone, I am Morgan, CEO at MonitorHR. First I want to thank you Manpower and Florent and his team for the organization of this event. So MonitorHR is a tool, it's a data and decision support tool that help company to improve their recruitment strategy. So what is our vision? We think that recruitment professions are getting more and more strategic, and we strongly believe that data analytics has to be mastered in order to take the right decision and to conduct a performing strategy. Why we launched this product 1 year ago? We observed that the market, there are more and more tension on the recruitment market. It's becoming candidate-oriented, the tension are pretty high, and also employee expectations are changing. So we think that in order to conduct a good strategy, you have to best understand your market, also your competitors and their strategy. So Monitor is a tool that allow you to benchmark your strategy in order to understand how you can make your ads more visible and more attractive than your competitors. How does it work? We have like a methodology. At first, when we work with clients, we like define the environment, the competitive environment. So to understand that first we define the competitive environment. Then we collect all the data on all the job boards, and then we like filter this data according to your challenges. So basically, it can be a IT developer in Paris, and then we will make like studies thanks to our artificial intelligence. We have three main type of analysis. First, we are able to analyze the evolution on the job market. Second, we can do like benchmark on your job board strategy. So basically your visibility, and also we can like benchmark the marketing of your ads, so of your job offer. We launched this product 1 year ago. Now we are already 14, and we work with more than 25 big companies such as Nexity, SNCF, or OVH Cloud. And our ambition is to grow faster next year. Especially for Vivatech, we propose to organize 3 studies. So it's a study. It's a benchmark of one of your profiles that you have difficulty on, and we have 20 slots. If you want to realize this study, please free to contact me.
All right, thanks very much. That was MonitorHR. Thank you so much for doing that in English. Your English was great.
It's easier in French, of course. First time I do it in English, so.
But the French are very modest.
At least I try.
The French are very modest about their English. It's
Thank
usually
you.
very good. Thank you. Now we have our last pitch of the day is. Oh, you're going to get stuck behind the plant. Come this way. We have Jimmy Mo from Pitchy with his pitch. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's hear your pitch.
All right. Hi, everyone. This is Jimmy with Pitchy. I'm the international sales manager here based in Paris. Excited to talk to you about what we do at Pitchy. So Pitchy's idea is that we're trying to democratize video creation for anybody that has a need to create professional videos for their business. We are their solution. So a little bit about the company. It's based in Paris. We were started in 2013. It's a SaaS platform, so it can be accessed anywhere. We're about 80 people strong, but it's really impressive because over the last 9 years, our clients have created almost 1 million videos on this platform. So we're really proud of that. And as you can see, some of the brands that we work with, including Manpower, are most of the brands that you'll see, quite frankly, at Vivatech, right? About 50% of the CAC 40 in France and about 20% of the Fortune 500. So I think specific to Manpower, we work with a couple different teams, but enhancing the employee experience by helping their clients or their employees to know kind of what other roles might be available, or recruiting or onboarding, or really any application that you might need to create a video for, you can create that video on Pitchy. Speaking of use cases, there are hundreds, right? I think people are kind of tired of reading emails or, quite frankly, looking at PowerPoint slides, and I think video is a really good alternative to capture people's attention, whether it's internal, external. We all know that video is king right now. And if you look at all the different categories that you see on the screen, internal communications, external communications, marketing, training, all of these have their own use cases, and the sky's the limit in terms of how many videos can be created. I think the ones that we're seeing quite a bit of now are things like training videos, social media teasers, CEO messages, video newsletters, literally anything that might have been a written or a presentation in the past can now be a video. So given that we are a video company, we have a video for you to learn a little bit more about how the actual process works. So, I don't know if I need to launch the video. Let's see here.
Le vidéo,
There we go.
s'il te plaît.
So take a look, and you'll be able to see the creation process a little bit live. So I'm going to talk a little bit while this is playing, but you can see that it's a simple 5-step process. So you're starting to see choosing a template. It is a template-based solution, so you don't need to start from scratch. It's very easy. And then you choose your script. Think of your script as simple as choosing PowerPoint slides, right? You kind of put the script together, and then all you have to do is edit the predetermined animation. Obviously, branding is really important. All Manpower and all the other groups that you see here, branding is king. So you got to make sure that you're on brand with your colors, your fonts, your logo. And then we also have millions of assets built into our SaaS platform. So that includes photos, videos, music, all that you can use royalty-free. And then once you finish your video, you can get into post-production features like automatic subtitling. You can automatically subtitle your video in up to 54 different languages. And then once you have your videos created, you can share internally via a branded landing page. You can share externally by downloading the video as an MP4 file, or for some people that might be loading them into an LMS, you can download it in SCORM format. And as you can see, these are some of our clients as well. So we're working with thousands of different companies around the world. And we are here to kind of grow that footprint. That's why I joined the company. The last thing that you're seeing are some of our happier clients and their quotes. I think that people are always looking for a faster, more efficient way, more cost-effective way to create video content. And we've been able to do that with brands like Michelin or like Stellantis, to just simply take away the fear of creating video on your own. So that's our mission. That's what we're hoping to do. And I would ask the question, are you next? So if you do want to learn more, we are here at the booth with Manpower, and we're happy to share more information. And I think that is almost the end. Just to give you a little bit of background, you can do it in any type, right? So we have different formats: vertical, horizontal, square. We already talked about the music library. I think the one thing that I didn't mention is that you have dedicated video experts for anybody that works with us. So you can work with a dedicated video expert to get help creating your video content. So again, if you want to learn more, happy to tell you more. We're just on the other side, and thank you for your time.
All right, thanks very much. That was Pitchy. That brings us to the end of our startup challenge. Thanks to all three of you. And now it's in the hands of the jury. We'll find out the winner tomorrow. Thanks for joining us here at the Manpower Group Lab.